Hello.
Oh.
You can't turn your phone while recording. Live.
We should be good.
Okay. Hello from Dusty and I from the Porterfield home. We like to sit outside during... Oh, okay, so we're upside down.
It's because of how you...
Okay, so... Hi everybody, turn your phones upside down. No, just joking. We're gonna fix this in a second. All right, so we're gonna start again in just 1 second. So if you could just hit close for me, Donald. I look great and upside down.
You want me to close this?
Yes, close it. Yeah. Bye everybody. All right. Oh, you see? Am I better? Am I right?
Yeah, I
side
just
up?
flipped it.
Oh, I'm right side up. Hi. Okay.
KDOA. Now, breaking. New Arizona class is expected to resume.
Dusty and I say hello to you from the Porterfield house. And we like to sit outside during lunchtime to keep a routine going and have some things to look forward to. And we will sit outside until it's too hot and we can't do it anymore. So welcome to all of you. I wanted to start by saying to any of you who have experienced loss from our COVID-19 era, we send you our thoughts and our prayers, and we're really hoping that that we all can make it through this time and become stronger than ever before, and just to know that we are all with you and together in spirit. So this time is really important that we're connecting with each other more than ever before, and that's what we've been really focusing on at Savvy Services for the Blind. I feel so incredibly fortunate to have such a talented and creative and sometimes very silly but always really dedicated staff who's committed to bringing their best to you at all times.
Notification. KDOA. 1 minute ago. Breaking.
It's been because of our team that we've been able to move forward and continue to get services out there and to make sure that we are lifting each other up during this time and getting ready to move forward for our best season yet. So many of you know that Savvy Services for the Blind utilizes structured discovery methodology. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what that means for us and how we're using those concepts in the way that we're approaching this season that we're all in. And feel free to ask me any questions. I'd love to just engage with you guys as much as possible and make sure that you know where we are and what we're doing and why we do the things that we do here at Savvy Services for the Blind. So the first thing that's in the principle that we follow with structured discovery methodology is non-visual skills. And that may sound kind of obvious to people, like non-visual skills.
Notification.
Is
KDOA.
what we
2 minutes ago.
do. But it's really important that we continue to think in that way, that anything that we could do visually, we also can do non-visually. There's never one way to do any one thing. And so teaching our students from a non-visual approach, being the primary and only way that we provide training, allows people to then make really strong choices about what works for them in life. And there is a difference between training center life and real life. So in the training center environment that we do when we work with our students, we're using our tool that we call the learning shade. And you could call it a blindfold. They're also used as sleep shades, but they're really designed to focus on anything all the things that we do.
Notification. KDOA. 3 minutes ago. Breaking.
Removing the vision from the equation that people may have left, any residual vision. And we're learning how to read and do our daily activities every day, our technology, all the things that we need to be job ready and to do all of our job related skills, school environment, everything that we do, we're using those non-visual skills so that when you do have a choice to rely on the vision that you may have left or not, you are able to make the best, most efficient way possible to accomplish any task. And the biggest thing that we want you to take away from our training when we're done is that you never have to say, I can't do this. I can't do this because there's not enough light. I can't do this because I am having a bad day with my vision. That vision's never a reason
Notification.
to say
KDOA.
that
4 minutes ago.
something
Breaking.
cannot be done. And so that's why that's so important to us. The next principle that we follow is called, we call the problem-solving skills. This is something every single one of us does every day, and wow, we're doing this a lot during this time period. So in our training that we've been doing virtually, we've still been focusing on the non-visual skills, but a lot of problem solving and taking the things that we've been learning in our centers and using them in the home environment. I'm hearing so many great stories about projects that our students have wanted to do but maybe haven't approached yet. And now that they're home and learning their skills right then, they're saying, let's try this thing I've been wanting to do, whether it's spring cleaning, whether it's planting a garden, whether it's trying a new dish that they've been wanting to cook but a little bit concerned about the skills or techniques that they wanted to use for that, or whatever they might be doing. They're really taking a chance and just saying, hey, I don't need to be in training to do this. I can use my skills anytime. And so problem solving in that moment, we're doing it all the time. And the better that we get at that, the more
Notification.
the
KDOA.
more
5 minutes ago.
positive we
Breaking.
view
You are-
our environment. That again, that word can't is eliminated from our vocabulary. We're also focusing a lot on personal attitudes. And a lot of that has to do with blindness. And there's a lot of different ways that you could look at the word blindness. You can consider that to be a disability. You consider it to be linked to your eye disease. But we choose to take a positive philosophy on blindness. And we couldn't do that without our partnership with the National Federation of the Blind. We partner heavily with them. We've learned from them and us, because many of us are members of the National Federation of the Blind, to develop this positive philosophy of blindness and the structure discovery methodology. So blindness is, in our opinion,
Notification.
just a
KDOA.
characteristic
6 minutes
of
ago.
who we
Breaking.
are.
New Arizona
It's
classes.
one of the things that make up, who we are, and with that as a characteristic, it can become a strength. It can become just a portion of what makes us the people that we are each day. So a positive philosophy of blindness is our foundational cornerstone of everything that we do. And that then transfers over into the life that we're living right now. And there's opportunities in everything. So as we do our training at home, we find opportunities, like I said before, on finding things in our home environment, creating those routines, making sure we're focusing on exercise and being healthy, and all the things that we do to make our home that place of energy and that place of solace for us to really be our foundation for all the things that we do beyond that. So our personal attitudes about blindness and ourselves is a key piece. The other piece that's really important and why we need everyone here and all of you has to do with the public misconceptions about blindness. Again, blindness is a characteristic that we all have.
Notification. KDOA. 7 minutes ago.
So,
Breaking. New Arizona.
as we look at educating the public about what our capacity is and the things that we all do, it's important that we get your help in the community to become educated and ask those questions that you want to ask, and so that you can then display that positive attitude to other people. It's about what people believe about blindness that makes the real difference and how we can be successful and how together as a community, blind and sighted together. And our final principle that we believe in is giving back. And how do we make sure that, I just said public misconceptions. Hey everybody, give a big shout out to Scott. He is in my ear.
Notification.
And Scott
KDOA.
is
8
the one
minutes
that's
ago.
making
Breaking.
us
New Arizona
look
classes
good,
expected to resume.
on Facebook, he's been our kind of producer in the background, but I guess he doesn't always listen to me, which is okay. But everybody say hi to Scott. I really need to see those comments. Hi, Scott. So Scott says hi to everybody. So giving back. We are a part of the community, and so many people think that if you're blind, then there must be a lot of need a lot of help. There must be a lot of things that we need from people. And the truth is, we're completely a part of our community, and it's our responsibility to give back. And so we give to each other, and we're doing a lot of that in this COVID-19 era within each other and our family. And we appreciate everyone who's been a part of that. So how have we changed our approach in April and in March and throughout this whole COVID-19 era? We're doing our virtual training, which means all of the classes that we do, we're being taught through distance learning platforms, through the Zoom platform, through
Notification. KVOA. 9 minutes ago. Breaking.
phone, by communicating through Facebook, through all the different platforms that we might be able to use to connect through our social media. And so if we're doing travel training with the cane, we're utilizing the skills that we've already learned in training and applying them in our home environments and in new situations. We're pushing ourselves to be able to problem solve and to explore some of the different areas around our communities, using the cane and using all of our structured discovery, Socratic learning. So we'll ask each other questions and discover what we've learned through that. And it's really proving that we can be confident in the skills that we've already developed. If we're doing our home management training, well, we're doing all of the things that we'd be doing in our homes. So we're making sure that
Notification.
we are practicing
KVOA.
the
10 minutes
skills
ago.
for
Breaking.
cooking,
Yours.
for our spring cleaning and for our home organization and all of the things that we want to do that we do in the center, we're doing that at home. Our technology training, again, is being held over Zoom platforms, and our teachers are able to connect in and use some cool tricks like JAWS Tandem, which allows our screen readers to connect so that we can, our teachers can be a part of the computer environment and be able to monitor and support our students that way. We're using a lot of project-based learning. So again, the learning's accelerated and our confidence is really growing as we're putting to the test the skills that we already have learned. We're doing all of our job readiness training. Again, in
Notification.
that Zoom
KVOA. 11 minutes ago.
environment.
Breaking.
Our academic tutoring for all of the online distance learning that's happening in colleges and in schools, we're connecting into those and being able to provide supports to link some of those gaps that may occur in some of those inaccessible platforms. And we're doing a lot of group positive philosophy classes. We're doing health and wellness, where we're doing a lot of lecture style training on the types of exercises and what they do for our body and muscle groups and healthy eating and things like that. And then we're taking it into individualized exercise plans. So again, just because we're in our homes does not mean we're on our couches just being sedentary. We are taking our skills and applying them every day. I would say we're probably busier than we've really ever been. The other thing that we're really focusing on is our well-rounded communication. It's more important that we're interacting and communicating than ever before. As you guys may know, Savvy Services for the Blind is a collection of 3 training centers in Tucson, in Yuma, and in Phoenix. One of the things that I value the most
Notification.
about,
KVOA. 12 minutes ago. Breaking. You are
us during this time is that we've been really communicating as a whole. So every morning our staff gets together, we call it around the water cooler, and we just connect with each other. We tell jokes, we talk about the culture of this time and what it means for us as teachers or as human beings. We share information, and we're also sharing each other's student loads. So a Phoenix teacher who may really work well with one of our Yuma students is getting that opportunity to work together. We're mentoring each other across the whole state, and that's actually easier and more effective than ever, and I really appreciate that. At 4 o'clock every day, we have our happy hour that's available to all staff, all current students, and all former students. And again, it's a chance for us to talk about what's really happening during this time. If we're having any concerns or any tricks that we're using to
Notification.
make this time
KVOA.
go
15 minutes
faster
ago.
or better
Breaking. You are
for
on
us,
classes.
we've had some really good communication. So if you're a former student and you'd like to connect into our community and have some folks to talk to or just check and see how old friends are doing, please message us and we'll make sure we get you that link. We really want to see you. And we want everyone to know that they are not alone. So please come join our party every day at 4 o'clock. We have our Lunch and Learns, and many of you have had a chance to meet some of our amazing and fantastic staff who can be mentors to each other. They mentor me. I've learned a lot from our Lunch and Learn series. Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, please come in, and we expect that we'll continue that past this COVID-19 period, because we found that it's been a great way to communicate a lot of information.
Notification.
Back and forth, and
KVOA,
make sure
14
we
minutes ago.
know
Breaking.
who we are in our family. Our youth programming is continuing to go again on that virtual platform. We have every day a different theme, and we're changing it up a little going forward. So we have our Move It Mondays. So that's our exercise day. And then in that time, you'll get your opportunity to get some Braille learning, some chores around the house, some philosophy time, and some time to work on anything that you might need to connect into your school projects. Kids, if you're having to get some things done that are giving you any trouble, you can get some homework help during that time. Tuesdays, our theme though is Talk It Out Tuesdays, so we have some good debating and some good fun, exploring some different ideas and how to communicate differences of opinions in a positive way that gets your thoughts across and helps you be a great advocate for yourself. On Wednesdays, along with the Braille and the homework help and the the philosophy conversations and the chores, we have our what we call our Reading Wednesdays. So we are reading books together and doing kind of our book club time.
Notification.
And
KVOA,
then
15 minutes ago.
Thursdays,
Breaking.
we have some chance to show off those talents. So if you've been working on a dance or a song that you want to practice on the piano or guitar or singing or anything that you want to work on for when you get your chance to hit it at American Idol or America's Got Talent or whatever, you can practice with us on Talent Thursdays. And on Fridays, we are just doing movies. So we're doing audio-described movies, and we're not working on any of that academic type stuff. We're getting a chance to have some movies and discussions around those movies and bring your popcorn. So at 1 o'clock on any of those days, we have our elementary and below group. And at 4 o'clock at any, I think it's 4 o'clock at any of those times, it's time for middle school and high school. So keep looking on the Facebook. Jordan Moon is sending out those times.
Notification.
Those
KVOA, 16 minutes ago.
Really
Breaking.
would love to see you. Come in whenever you can. For our senior group, we're doing groups. I believe they're on Thursdays, and so anyone who wants to, and Tuesdays, anyone who wants to come and chat of our senior retired community, please pop in. Please reach out to Katie Gomez at kgomez@savvy.us, or you can call and leave her a voicemail at 520-790-1331, and her extension is 240. All this stuff Scott's putting out on the chat for you so that it's all there for you to copy down. So please come in and talk to her. If you would like to connect in with the community, we would love to have you. We're also running our Ask classes, which is sort of an introduction to blindness class. If you're wanting to learn about services and get involved, again, reach out to Katie Gomez. Those classes are Tuesdays and Thursdays and provide a ton of information about what you can take advantage of to gain those skills that you want to do to live the life that you want in your retirement. We also are doing a giving back program. So
Notification.
we've been reaching
KVOA,
out to
17 minutes
all of
ago.
our
Breaking.
former and current students and all the members that we've had in our community, and making sure that you have the things that you need. If it's as simple as needing some more toilet paper, needing a food box, needing someone to talk to, hey, wanting a refresher on some skills for technology since we're using it so much now. Anything that you need to make this time more effective for you, and regardless of what that is, or just any questions, please reach out to Roxanne Torres. You can call her at 520-829-7376, or rtorres@savvy.us, or you can leave a message on our Facebook, and we will make sure to reach out to you and get your needs met.
Notification.
Conversely,
KVOA,
though,
18 minutes ago.
if
Breaking.
You are a member of our community, a student, a former student, and you have something that you think would be valuable to someone. Maybe you have some extra toilet paper, or maybe you have some time and you would love to teach someone a little bit about how to use their iPhone better, or whatever that is. Please let Roxanne know what you'd like to offer. And we've had some great pairings of people and their skills and talents and some of the things that they have to offer with people who need some of those things. And I just really appreciate that connection between all of our folks. We all have something to give to each other, and we all have things that we sometimes need. So let's work together. So what's coming up for the month of May? We're continuing to be virtual through this whole month. We know the governor has held the stay at home through May 15th. And we also know that many of our students do have some
Notification.
other issues
KVOA.
that
19 minutes ago. Breaking.
create some vulnerability around making sure that we don't catch the virus, or any of the things that we're afraid of connecting with that. So we want to give this month to watch what's going on in the world and how we're rebounding. And we hope to then open some different options for more in-person activities in June. But we also know that we're getting some of that Zoom fatigue, right? Some of that connection through the internet is getting a little bit exhausting. I know I'm feeling that way myself. So we are going to be bringing in a bunch more different activities to kind of change things up. So be on the lookout for some cook-along sessions, for some different ways that students can meet and do real-time projects together. Ways that we can, any new ideas, we're interested in hearing any new ideas that you may have. We might be creating some drive-by opportunities to connect you in and give you some different kits that our students might be able to
20 minutes ago.
do
Breaking.
some projects. We want to see some emphasis on spring cleaning and gardening like we talked about more, but really kicking that action in gear in May. And we want to start preparing for getting back into our communities and our non-social distancing lives. So we're going to be doing some mask making projects, making more hand sanitizer and giving that away. We're going to be doing some more giving projects to our workers on the front line. So finding some tangible ways to give to people in a physical way that helps to bring us forward into that next step where we are getting out in the community in a safe way. Let's see. I have no comments yet, Scott? Okay.
Notification.
Okay,
KVOA.
good. Hi,
31 minutes
guys.
ago. Breaking.
Hi.
New Arizona classes.
Please ask me questions. Oh, thanks. I love my bench. I'm going to be sad when it's too hot to sit on, because it will soon. But please ask me questions. I'm talking forever. Let's see. We have been meeting to come up with a lot of little impromptu surprises. So really be on the Facebook and be watching, because we're going to be doing lots of little tasks or pop-up activities, because we really want to get people physically involved in what we're doing this May, because we're ready to get back into that activity of being together. So be prepared. Finally, I want to make sure you guys know that we are a finalist for the 2020 Greater Phoenix Chamber of Commerce Impactful Award. So if you have not voted for us,
Notification.
really
KVOA.
need your
22 minutes ago.
votes.
Breaking. New Arizona classes.
Please come and vote for us. It's at http://phoenixchamber.com/impactful. And again, Scott's putting that up for you guys. Please click on it and vote for us. We really want to win. We're smaller than these other organizations, but we know that we're mighty, and we know, as in the Blindness community, we know how to be loud and advocate together. So let's show them who we are. We thank you for all your support. We would love any ideas that you have to make this May exciting and engaging. We know that the social distancing can really wear on us, and we don't want to backslide into complacency. So if you have some ideas of things you'd like us to try or to do that we can communicate on together, please put them out there, message us, let Roxanne know, put it out there to us. We want to try anything. So let's really be adventurous this month. We thank you for being a part of our community. We could not promote the positive philosophy of blindness without you. We really appreciate all of you.
Notification.
who are
KVOA. 23 minutes ago.
educating our
Breaking.
world that it's not what you can see that matters. It's what you can do. And we want to do a lot in the month of May. So keep those thoughts and those energy coming. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for contributing to us. And let's really build this thing together. Do I have any questions? No questions? All right, well, I hope to get lots of messages and ideas. Please keep them coming. We really need to hear from you. Thank you, everybody.
Comment. Button. Finish. Button. eBay. 23 minutes ago. Arriving early. New estate delivery. eBay. 20 minutes ago. This item is gone, but there's more. We found similar options to Chanel sunglasses. On your side. 17 minutes ago. Arizona to resume classes in fall. Finish. Button.
I'm still on.
Comment section. Mohammed Al-Shamari is watching. Scott Michael Chakuniga. Senior Programming Contact Katie Gomez at Savi. Us. Or leave her a voicemail at 520-795-1331. EXT 200. Julio S. Montijo. Hashtag Savistron. Scott Michael Chakuniga. Senior Program. Mohammed Al Shemari is watching. Scott Michael Chakuniga. Giving back programming. Post the next. Scott Michael Chakuniga. Send us your recipes.
Close the whole page and close it down.
Comment. Comment.
I don't know how to use your phone.
Here, go ahead and hand it to me. Anybody got any cute jokes for me? Come on. I'm taking it out of my thing, and I'm
Finish.
going to.
App switcher. Phone. Facebook. Active. Close Facebook.